If you aspire to live a successful life, there's one decision that changes everything. Choosing whether to wait for some distant day or to take action starting today. The difference between the life you dream about and the one you feel stuck in comes down to a single choice. Every goal, every breakthrough, every transformation starts with one uncomfortable step. While waiting may seem safe, it keeps you stuck in place. Taking action might feel difficult, but it creates momentum. The future doesn't just arrive, it's created. And it all begins with what you do today. These words aren't merely meant to inspire you. They're meant to push you into action. Over the next few moments, I'll share with you the mindset shifts that separate dreamers from doers. You'll discover how to break free from hesitation, rewire your thinking for success, and silence the distractions that keep you stuck. Most people will keep saying one day, but the few who choose day one are the ones who rise, build, and transform their lives from the inside out. The power of choice is immense. Every morning you wake up, you face one of life's most important decisions. Will you treat today as just another one day, or will today be your decisive day one? Through my years of studying the world's most successful individuals, one truth remains clear. Greatness is never a matter of luck. It's the direct result of consistent, clear choices. Take Thomas Edison, one of history's greatest inventors. He encountered thousands of failures while working on a practical electric light bulb. Edison understood the power of day one. Every morning, he chose to persevere and commit to his purpose with relentless dedication. What if Edison had hesitated, telling himself, "One day"? Humanity might still be living in darkness, both literally and metaphorically. Edison understood that waiting for the perfect moment is like standing at a station, hoping for a train that will never arrive. The perfect time is always now. Each sunrise offers a blank canvas, calling on your courage and determination. Life doesn't promise perfect beginnings, only opportunities. And those opportunities demand immediate action. Waiting only weakens your resolve and dims your inner fire. Understand this. The greatest risk in life is making no decision, passing up an opportunity, or letting a dream fade. I've met many people paralyzed by indecision, endlessly waiting for ideal conditions. But those perfect conditions rarely come. What matters most is your internal commitment, which shapes the external world. Every moment spent waiting steals your most valuable resource, time. Once it's gone forever. Successful people recognize the urgency of now, understanding the importance of focused, determined steps toward their goals. Choosing day one means committing to your dreams with unwavering passion and energy. It means acknowledging that each action you take today builds the foundation for tomorrow's success. Your future is shaped by daily decisions and actions taken in faith, even when the outcome is uncertain. The habit of acting immediately, consistently, and with purpose transforms your dreams into reality. Decisiveness is a trait of great leaders and achievers. As Henry Ford once said, "You cannot build a reputation on what you're going to do." The world rewards those who act boldly, those who mark today as day one, seizing every opportunity with passion and focus. Momentum starts with action, and greatness grows from sustained commitment. So, rise each morning with intention. Know what you need to accomplish today. Break your bigger goals into actionable steps, and don't put off the key actions that'll bring you closer to your dreams. Procrastination and delay are thieves that steal your potential. Choose decisively. Act immediately. Let each day move you closer to the extraordinary life that awaits your focused efforts. Today, let there be no doubt or hesitation. Embrace this moment as the true day one of your greatest achievement. Be bold, be courageous, and be relentless. Success favors the determined soul who chooses action over delay. Start now. Your future self is watching eagerly for the results your decisive actions will create. Purpose is the guiding star for every successful journey, lighting the way through life's uncertain landscape. In my years of studying successful people, I've discovered one powerful truth. Clarity of purpose sets achievers apart from dreamers. Without clear goals, your efforts will scatter aimlessly, drifting with no direction. Take Walt Disney, whose life is a powerful example of a vision realized. Starting from humble beginnings, Disney imagined a world where imagination inspired millions. He didn't just wish for success or wait for luck to strike. He clearly defined what success looked like and committed himself fully to his vision. His clarity became his strength, allowing him to transform obstacles into opportunities and turn his dreams into tangible reality. Today, Mr. Disney's legacy stands as a shining example of the power of purpose-driven action. Now, take a moment to reflect on your own life. What is your true purpose? Ask yourself these essential questions. Where do I see myself in 3 years? What kind of legacy do I want to leave behind? What specific actions must I take to achieve these goals? The answers will shape the course of your journey, providing both a compass and a roadmap for your life's voyage. Without clear goals, you're like a ship adrift at sea, aimlessly tossed about by the waves of life. Clarity of purpose acts as your anchor, grounding your decisions and focusing your efforts. Every successful person I've studied cultivated a strong sense of purpose. Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, and Thomas Edison each defined their mission with remarkable clarity, guiding every decision and fueling their relentless perseverance. Purpose fosters courage in adversity, resilience in failure, and energy in pursuit. Remember, your purpose is your greatest asset. Define it clearly, visualize it vividly, and pursue it with unwavering passion. Let your purpose inspire every action you take, informing every decision and driving your commitment. Every day spent without clear objectives is a missed opportunity to move closer to your dreams. The world rewards those who know exactly what they want and relentlessly pursue it. Your success depends on your ability to define your goals clearly and to chase them down, no matter the obstacles. So, today, embrace your purpose with full clarity. Visualize your goals in detail, and let this clarity propel you into immediate and consistent action. Create concrete steps toward your goals, planning your path meticulously. Remember, vague goals lead to vague results, while specific, well-defined targets lead to tangible achievements. Your life, your actions, and ultimately your legacy are the reflections of the clarity of your purpose. Embrace this truth, and let it guide every decision and empower every effort. The greatness you seek is within your reach, but it can only be attained through clarity and purposeful action. Define your purpose with boldness today, commit fully, and watch as the universe aligns to help you achieve your dreams. Resilience is the secret that transforms setbacks into stepping stones. In my years of studying success, I've learned that resilience is not just a desirable quality, it is a necessity. It's the invisible force that allows you to rise when others stay down, to press on when the world tells you to quit. Every failure, every setback, every hardship is not a signal to retreat, but rather an opportunity to grow. Take Abraham Lincoln, one of the most inspiring figures in history. Before reaching the highest office in the land, Lincoln faced an overwhelming series of failures. He lost his mother at a young age, failed in several business ventures, suffered the heartbreak of losing the woman he loved, and endured multiple political defeats that would have crushed most people. Yet, Lincoln wasn't like most people. He was resilient. He understood that defeat wasn't the end, but a detour. Failure wasn't the opposite of success, but an essential part of the journey. Each failure became a stepping stone, a catalyst for growth. Your own journey will inevitably face obstacles. This is not a prediction. It's a certainty. Life, by nature, will test your resolve. But within every challenge lies an important truth. These trials are not meant to destroy you, but to prepare you. They strengthen your spirit, fortify your will, and elevate your character. When faced with hardship, Ask yourself, how badly do I want it? Resilience is the answer to that question. It's the quiet strength that keeps you standing when the storms of life surround you. It's the determination that pushes you to try again when everything seems to be telling you to give up. And make no mistake, resilience is not born from comfort. It's forged in the heat of adversity, shaped in moments of despair when quitting feels easier than pressing forward. But those who persevere through hardship emerge stronger, wiser, and more ready for the success that awaits them. The most successful individuals I've known did not have smooth, uninterrupted paths to victory. Quite the opposite. They encountered failure after failure, but their resilience propelled them forward. They understood a timeless truth. Every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. This is not just philosophical. It's a natural law, but that seed only grows when watered with faith and nurtured with persistence. Start viewing each failure not as the end of the road, but as a lesson. Ask yourself, what is this setback teaching me? How can I grow from this experience? What new path is being revealed? The answers to these questions are the building blocks for your eventual success. Let resilience become your constant companion. Let it shape your mindset so deeply that every setback becomes a gateway to greater wisdom. When you fall, and you will, do not curse the ground. Instead, bless the lesson. Rise, shake off the dust, and move forward with even more resolve. Remember, the mightiest oak tree in the forest isn't the one shielded from the wind, but the one that stands tall in the storm, continuing to grow. You have within you the power to endure, to rise, and to conquer. The challenges you face are not punishments, they are preparations. They prove that your dream is important enough to require growth, and growth requires discomfort. Welcome it. Face it with courage. Start today with the unwavering belief that your resilience will turn every possibility into a certainty. Let your struggles become the soil in which your greatness takes root. Let every hardship reinforce your conviction. Let every obstacle serve as an invitation to evolve. In the end, it's not the absence of failure that defines success. It's the refusal to be defeated by it. Be that person. Be resilient. And know this truth as I know it. Your dreams are not just possible. They are inevitable if you have the resilience to bring them to life. At the core of every successful person, there lies a powerful, unfailing force. A force that bridges the gap between dreams and their manifestation. That force, my friend, is self-belief. It's the silent architect of all lasting success, the invisible power behind every skyscraper, every innovation, every empire ever built by human hands. Doubt is a crafty thief. It doesn't shout or demand attention. It whispers. It plants quiet seeds of hesitation, until a garden of inaction grows where dreams once thrived. I've witnessed brilliant minds paralyzed by uncertainty, while others with far fewer resources soared to unimaginable heights simply because they believed. Take Orville and Wilbur Wright as an example. These were not men of wealth or privilege. No, they were bicycle mechanics with an obsession, a dream of flight. In an era when man had never flown, they dared to look upward and say, "We shall rise." And rise they did, defying not just gravity, but every voice that mocked them. Their belief in themselves was so powerful, so unshakable, that no force could hold them down. Let their story remind you. No ridicule, no rejection, no failure can defeat the person who believes. Self-belief is the starting point of all achievements, all wealth, and all power. Before a dollar is earned, before a single brick is laid, belief must first take root in the mind. It must grow, become unshakable, and drive every action you take. You must not wait for proof. Belief must come first. The Wright brothers didn't wait for evidence. They became the proof. Likewise, you must move forward with confidence, knowing that your belief acts as a magnet, drawing success into your life. Understand this. Your mind is a workshop. Whatever you feed it consistently, your subconscious will mold into reality. Thoughts become things. Desires, when mixed with faith, become destiny. But doubt is the silent killer. It masquerades as logic, disguises itself as humility, and whispers, "Be realistic." And in listening to it, dreams are buried before they even take flight. Therefore, build your inner citadel of belief. Guard it fiercely. Nourish it daily. Speak to yourself as one who expects greatness, not as one who hopes for it. Affirm your capabilities. Visualize your victories. Act as though success is not only possible, but inevitable. Remember, confidence is contagious. The world doesn't reward uncertainty. It follows the person who radiates certainty. When your self-belief becomes unwavering, you'll find people, opportunities, and circumstances aligning as if by magic. But this isn't magic. It's the natural law of attraction at work. Burn this into your mind. No one can climb higher than the limits they impose on themselves. And no one stays down when they believe, with every fiber of their being, that they were meant to rise. The foundation of your dreams isn't money, connections, or luck. It's the unshakable belief that you are worthy of them and capable of achieving them. So, I challenge you now. Cultivate that belief. Let it grow wildly inside you. Let it overpower fear. Let it drown out the voices of doubt and defeat. Because when you truly, deeply, and unwaveringly believe, you'll begin to see the world bend to your will. This is where your power lies. In this principle lies your fortune. Believe, and the universe will respond in kind. Among all the forces driving mankind toward greatness, there is one that stands above the rest: passion. It's the internal fire that refuses to be snuffed out, no matter how fierce the winds of adversity may blow. Passion is not a fleeting interest or a temporary desire. It's the richest fuel life has to offer. It sparks ambition, fuels relentless effort, and pushes individuals to break free from the confines of mediocrity. In my lifetime, I've had the rare privilege of studying individuals who achieved extraordinary things against tremendous odds. And I can tell you this with absolute certainty. The one trait they all shared, the trait that set them apart from the crowd, was an unyielding passion, often bordering on obsession. Thomas Edison once said, "I never did a day's work in my life. It was all fun." Why? Because he was driven by passion. He didn't experiment with electricity because it was expected of him. He pursued it because it ignited his soul. Passion is what kept him working when others rested. Passion is what made him persist when others gave up. So, I ask you, what is your passion? What idea, craft, or vision stirs your heart, excites your imagination, and compels you to pursue it? Regardless of accolades or financial gain, discover it. For within that pursuit lies your purpose. Don't confuse passion with mere interest. Interests can be put aside, but passion demands your attention. It calls to you in your quiet moments. It haunts your daydreams and drives you to action, no matter the cost. The person with passion may lack experience, may lack resources, but they are never truly poor. They possess an abundance of energy, and energy, when directed with purpose, is the essence of power. Look at the example of Madam C.J. Walker, the daughter of former slaves. Born into poverty in the late 1800s, she worked as a washerwoman, earning barely $1 a day. Yet, her passion for beauty, dignity, and empowering women drove her to build an empire in the hair care industry, making her the first self-made female millionaire in America. Her story wasn't one of privilege, it was one of relentless passion and purpose. Your passion must become your obsession. Not in a destructive sense, but in a creative one. It should consume your thoughts, command your attention, and propel you to take action. The world does not reward half-hearted efforts. Lukewarm pursuits lead to frustration. But when you give yourself completely to what sets your soul on fire, the universe conspires to assist you. Don't wait for permission. Don't seek validation from those who don't understand your passion. When genuine, passion doesn't beg for applause. It demands expression. It doesn't wait for the perfect moment. It creates the perfect opportunity. Let others chase trends. Let others seek comfort. You must pursue what ignites your heart. A man who walks in passion walks with power. He is not pushed. He is pulled by a purpose far greater than obligation. Remember, the person who thrives is the one who listens to the whisper of their soul and answers with boldness. Your passion isn't random. It's a divine compass guiding you toward your destiny. To ignore it is to betray the best within you. To honor it is to awaken the giant that sleeps inside. So, I urge you, don't delay. Fan the flame. Nurture the spark. Give yourself fully, fearlessly, unapologetically, to the pursuit that makes you feel alive. For passion is the difference between those who merely exist and those who truly live. Dreams alone aren't enough. The world is full of dreamers, but it's ruled by those who dared to set goals. A dream is the seed, but a goal is the root system that grounds it in reality. A dream inspires, but a goal directs. A dream can uplift your spirits, but a goal gives your energy a clear destination. A goal without a plan is merely a wish. Fleeting, intangible, and bound to vanish like morning dew. Wishes belong to the idle. Goals belong to the determined. Consider Roger Bannister's story. Before 1954, it was universally believed that running a mile in under 4 minutes was humanly impossible. Even doctors warned that the human body would collapse under such pressure. But Bannister didn't accept that limitation. He set the goal, he believed in it, and most importantly, he made a plan. Every training session, every adjustment in technique, every ounce of discipline, none of it was random. It was part of a clearly defined strategy. On that fateful day, Roger Bannister crossed the finish line in 3 minutes, 59.4 seconds, not just breaking a record, but shattering a limiting belief. His story is not just about athletic success. It's a reminder to anyone with a dream. Specific, measurable, and actionable goals have the power to bend reality in your favor. So let me ask you, what's your 4-minute mile? What impossible standard have others imposed upon you? What vision have you held in your mind, but not yet dared to bring into focus? A goal must be clear. Vague intentions lead to vague results. If your goal is success, define it. Dreams alone are not enough. The world is filled with dreamers, but it is governed by those who set goals. A dream is a seed, but a goal is the root system that anchors it in reality. A dream inspires, but a goal directs. A dream can lift your spirit, but a goal channels your energy toward a specific destination. Understand this. A goal without a clear plan is merely a wish, fleeting and intangible. Wishes belong to the idle. Goals belong to the determined. Consider the example of Roger Bannister. Before 1954, it was widely believed that running a mile in under 4 minutes was impossible. Doctors even warned that the human body would collapse under such pressure. But Bannister didn't accept this belief. He set his goal, and more importantly, he created a plan for it. Every training session, every form adjustment, every ounce of discipline was part of a clearly defined path. On that historic day, Roger Bannister crossed the finish line in 3 minutes and 59.4 seconds, breaking not just a record, but a mental barrier. His story isn't just about athletic achievement. It's a reminder that specific, measurable, and actionable goals have the power to bend reality in your favor. So let me ask you, what's your 4-minute mile? What impossible standard have others imposed on you? What vision do you hold in your mind, but have yet to make a clear goal? A goal, my friend, must be defined. Vague intentions lead to vague results. If your goal is success, you must define it. You are what you think about most. This simple yet profound truth governs every success story, every downfall, and every triumph. It's not your background, your education, or even your current circumstances that determine your destiny. It's your mental attitude. Your mind is a workshop, and every thought is a tool. With these tools, you are either building the home of your dreams or the prison of your doubts. As I've said before, thoughts are things. They are the seeds of future events. Henry Ford, the great industrialist, perfectly captured this law when he said, "Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right." Ford's genius didn't begin on an assembly line. It started with the assembly of his thoughts. His vision wasn't shared by many. In fact, many thought he was foolish, unqualified, even dangerous. But he refused to think in limits. He refused to feed his mind with doubt. That's how he turned his mental attitude into one of the most powerful automotive empires in history. If one man's mind could rewrite the rules of an entire industry, what could your mind achieve if you chose to believe? Your mindset dictates your path. The journey you're on isn't shaped by the economy, your competitors, or luck. It's shaped by the thoughts you choose to entertain. You must make a choice today, a firm decision to guard your mind as if it were a fortress. Nurture positivity, cultivate optimism, and build unshakable self-confidence, not as abstract ideas, but as daily practices. The mind is like a garden, and your thoughts are the seeds. If you don't plant flowers, weeds will grow by default. If you don't nurture empowering beliefs, negativity will creep in and suffocate your potential. Negative thinking breeds failure. It paralyzes action, magnifies problems, and makes obstacles feel insurmountable. But positive thinking? It opens doors, creates solutions where none seem possible, attracts opportunity, commands respect, and fuels perseverance. Positive thinking doesn't mean blind optimism. It doesn't mean ignoring problems. It's the habit of focusing on solutions. It's the discipline of seeing setbacks as setups for comebacks. It's the unwavering belief that you are greater than any challenge you face. You must become the master of your thoughts. Don't let your environment dictate your mental state. Don't let the opinions of others erode your self-belief. You alone are in charge of your inner world. The thoughts you focus on will shape the beliefs you hold, the emotions you feel, and the actions you take. And here's the truth. Every great achievement starts with one individual who refused to accept mediocrity. That individual can be you. Start today. Begin with awareness. Pay attention to your internal dialogue. When you catch yourself thinking in terms of limits, reframe those thoughts. Replace fear with faith. Replace doubt with determination. Replace "I can't" with "How can I?" Write down affirmations that reflect the person you intend to become. Speak them aloud. Meditate on them. Embody them. And watch as your outer world shifts in response to your inner transformation. Learning is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It is the golden path that takes you from your current circumstances to the fulfillment of your greatest ambitions. No one ever rose to greatness by chance. They learned their way there. The world's most successful individuals, those who built industries, empires, and legacies, share one common trait. They were lifelong learners. Take Andrew Carnegie, for example, a man born into poverty with limited formal education. He could have used his circumstances as an excuse, but he didn't. Instead, he committed himself to learning, not occasionally, but daily. Carnegie studied people, systems, finance, communication, and strategy. Every book he read, every conversation he had, and every experience he encountered was a lesson. He transformed knowledge into capital and used that capital to gain influence. His success, from steel mills to philanthropy, was driven by an insatiable hunger to grow. Carnegie understood a timeless truth. Knowledge is potential power. Only when it is applied does it become truly transformational. And here's your invitation. Become a student of life today, tomorrow, and always. Never be deceived by comfort or past victories. The person who stops learning begins to decline. Complacency is the silent killer of progress. The world is constantly changing. Industries shift, technologies evolve, and new ideas emerge. If you don't evolve with them, you'll be left behind. Commit yourself to daily improvement, not just in times of crisis or bursts of inspiration, but as a way of life. Each day, aim to grow, whether it's in skill, wisdom, or understanding. Read a chapter, study a mentor, reflect on experiences, test new ideas, and challenge old beliefs. Education is the true currency of achievement. It cannot be stolen, it doesn't depreciate, and it multiplies with use. Invest in it relentlessly, not just through institutions, but in yourself. Every hour spent learning is a seed planted for future opportunities. Your personal growth is inseparable from your success. It is the engine that drives it. The stronger your mind, the clearer your vision. The broader your knowledge, the sharper your decisions. The deeper your wisdom, the greater your impact. Remember this: the most valuable asset you have is not your income, position, or possessions. It is your ability to grow. Protect it, nurture it, and above all, use it. Begin your journey of deliberate learning today, not because you must, but because you can. Every page you read, every lesson you embrace, brings you closer to the life you envision. Learning is not just preparation for success, it is success in motion. Step onto that bridge, cross it with intention, and meet the person you are destined to become. One of the most important lessons I have learned, and one I share with you now, is this: change is the only constant in life. Regardless of who you are or where you start, life will test you with the unexpected. Plans will go awry, circumstances will shift, and the winds of fortune will change direction. When they do, your success won't be determined by your intelligence, connections, or resources. It will be determined by your adaptability. The person who learns to adapt becomes unbeatable. They don't fear change, they leverage it. They don't resist disruption, they learn from it. While others see chaos, they see opportunity. This is the mindset you must cultivate if you wish to rise in the world. Take the life of Thomas Watson, the founder of IBM. Watson didn't begin in computers. In fact, the idea of a computing giant was foreign to him in his early years. But Watson had something far more valuable than a single idea: vision, and the flexibility to adjust that vision as the world changed. He modified his strategy time and time again, sometimes in response to failure, other times to meet market demands. With each adjustment, new opportunities arose. Through countless iterations, he built one of the most legendary corporations in history. Watson's story isn't just about business acumen. It's a demonstration of what happens when a person embraces change, rather than fearing it. This is the principle of power. When you learn to welcome change, you turn every challenge into a stepping stone. Release the need for certainty, and instead, anchor yourself in the belief that no matter what comes your way, you will face it with strength. Adaptability is not about abandoning your goals, it's about adjusting your approach. Your destination remains the same, but the path you take may twist, turn, or rise. And that's perfectly okay. Resisting change only leads to stagnation. It creates frustration, fear, and ultimately, failure. But when you embrace change with enthusiasm, you open the door to growth. Each disruption becomes a new opportunity, each shift a stepping stone. Adaptability fuels innovation. It's what enables the mind to uncover new solutions. The greatest breakthroughs in history weren't born in stable, predictable environments. They were forged in the fire of change. So I urge you to start cultivating adaptability today. See each unexpected event as an opportunity to stretch your creativity. When plans fall apart, ask yourself, What can I build from this? When markets change, ask, what new value can I create? The person who adapts becomes indispensable. They are trusted, sought after, and always one step ahead. Most importantly, they become resilient. They don't crumble when challenges arise. Instead, they bend, adjust, and move forward with newfound wisdom. Make adaptability your ally. Let it become the muscle you strengthen each day. In doing so, you will find that no change can defeat you, because you will always be evolving. This is the essence of lasting success, and it begins with a simple choice: the choice to adapt. Ideas, without action, are powerless. It is action that transforms possibilities into reality. Think about every successful entrepreneur who acted immediately on their ideas. Immediate action creates momentum, opens doors, and delivers tangible results. Hesitation breeds doubt, but action breeds clarity and confidence. Start now. Your dreams will remain dreams until you take action to bring them to life. There is tremendous power in immediacy. Use today to ignite your journey, knowing that every great achievement begins with someone taking that first, fearless step. One day or day one, the decision is entirely in your hands. Choose wisely. Choose action. Choose to begin now.